For decades, nuclear weapons have been a terrifying force shaping global politics and military strategies. But what if I told you that modern nuclear weapons are far more advanced, precise, and unpredictable than ever before? Today we're talking about weapon systems so sophisticated, so buckle up, because we're about to delve into the unsettling reality of modern nuclear weapons. Forget the old drop and destroy nukes of the past. Today's nuclear weapons are guided by cutting-edge technology, stuff that would have seemed like science fiction just a few decades ago. We're talking about AI, folks. Artificial intelligence, guiding these weapons with a level of precision that's both impressive and terrifying. Imagine a world where nuclear weapons are no longer blunt instruments of mass destruction, but rather surgical tools of strategic targeting. These modern weapon systems utilize a combination of advanced guidance systems including satellite navigation, inertial measurement units, and even real-time image processing to ensure that they hit their intended targets with pinpoint accuracy. Think of it like giving a missile a super-powered GPS, but instead of just getting you to your friend's house, this GPS can navigate through the Earth's atmosphere and strike a target within a matter of meters. They can even make adjustments mid-flight, compensating for wind, weather, and even attempts to shoot them down. And the scary part is that this technology is only getting better. As artificial intelligence and sensor technologies continue to advance, we can expect to see even greater levels of precision in the future. Imagine a world where a nuclear weapon could be programmed to target a specific room in a building, leaving the rest of the structure relatively unharmed. The problem is that even a small-scale nuclear detonation can have devastating consequences. The radioactive fallout from such an explosion, even a precise one, would still contaminate the surrounding area, potentially making it uninhabitable for decades. Now you might think that smaller means less powerful, right? Not in the world of nuclear weapons. In fact, some of the most destructive nuclear weapons ever created are surprisingly compact. How is that possible? Well, it all comes down to the science of nuclear fission and fusion, the processes that unleash the unimaginable energy locked within the atom. Traditional atomic bombs, like those dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, relied on fission, the splitting of heavy atoms like uranium or plutonium. Modern nuclear weapons often utilize a two-stage process that combines fission and fusion. The first stage, a fission reaction, is used to generate the extreme temperatures and pressures necessary to initiate the second stage, a fusion reaction. Fusion, the process that powers the sun, involves fusing together light atoms like hydrogen isotopes, and it's capable of releasing far greater amounts of energy than fission alone. This two-stage design, known as a thermonuclear weapon or hydrogen bomb, allows for the creation of incredibly powerful nuclear weapons in a much more compact package. In fact, some modern thermonuclear warheads are small enough to be mounted on intercontinental ballistic missiles, giving them global reach. But the reduced size of these weapons doesn't mean they're any less destructive. In fact, many of them are significantly more powerful than their larger predecessors. Imagine this, a single missile streaking across the sky, carrying within it not one but multiple nuclear warheads, each capable of independent flight and programmed to strike different targets. This isn't science fiction, it's the terrifying reality of multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, or MIRVs. Developed during the Cold War, MIRVs were designed to overwhelm enemy defenses and ensure the capability to strike back, even after a first strike. Instead of carrying a single warhead, an intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM, equipped with MIRV technology can carry multiple warheads, each with its own guidance system. As the missile approaches its target, these warheads separate from the main body and disperse, each following a pre-programmed trajectory to its intended destination. This dispersal makes it incredibly difficult for missile defense systems to intercept all of the incoming warheads, increasing the likelihood that at least some will reach their targets. The development of MIRV technology significantly increased the potential destructive power of a single nuclear missile. Instead of relying on a single large warhead to destroy a target, MIRVs allowed for the simultaneous targeting of multiple locations, including military bases, command centers, and even entire cities. The ocean depths conceal a terrifying reality. A fleet of nuclear-powered submarines, silent predators armed with enough firepower to reshape the geopolitical landscape. These underwater behemoths represent the ultimate stealth weapon, capable of traversing the globe undetected and unleashing nuclear Armageddon from the depths. Nuclear submarines are marvels of modern engineering, powered by onboard nuclear reactors that provide an almost limitless range. Unlike conventionally powered submarines that require frequent refueling, nuclear submarines can remain submerged for months at a time, limited only by the food and supplies they can carry. This ability to operate independently for extended periods makes them ideal platforms for launching nuclear missiles. Hidden beneath the waves, they can evade detection by enemy satellites and radar systems, making them incredibly difficult to track and target. Imagine this: a lone submarine lurking silently in the depths of the ocean receives the unthinkable order. With chilling precision, the crew prepares to launch a volley of nuclear-tipped ballistic missiles. When we think of nuclear weapons, we often envision mushroom clouds towering over decimated cities, a testament to the unimaginable destructive power of these weapons. But what if I told you that not all nuclear weapons are designed for such widespread devastation? Enter the realm of tactical nuclear weapons, smaller, more precise weapons intended for use on the battlefield. Unlike their larger, city-destroying counterparts, tactical nuclear weapons are designed to achieve specific military objectives without necessarily triggering a full-scale nuclear war. They are intended for use in situations where conventional weapons are deemed insufficient or impractical. Imagine a heavily fortified enemy bunker, impervious to conventional bombs and artillery. A tactical nuclear weapon with its immense explosive power could be used to neutralize such a target with relative efficiency. Or consider a large enemy force massing on the battlefield preparing for a decisive offensive. A well-placed tactical nuclear weapon could cripple their advance, potentially saving countless lives in the process. Tactical nuclear weapons come in various shapes and sizes, from artillery shells to short-range missiles. Enter the age of hypersonic weapons, where speed reigns supreme and the lines between conventional and nuclear warfare blur at Mach 5. We're talking about missiles traveling at speeds exceeding 5 times the speed of sound, capable of delivering their deadly payloads across vast distances in a matter of minutes. Imagine this: a glowing streak flashes across the sky, leaving a trail of fire and sonic boom in its wake. It's a hypersonic missile, a marvel of engineering that combines scramjet technology with advanced materials to achieve unprecedented speeds. These missiles are not merely faster versions of traditional ballistic missiles, they represent a paradigm shift in warfare, rendering traditional defense systems obsolete. Their incredible speed and maneuverability make them incredibly difficult to track and intercept, giving adversaries little time to react, let alone defend. Now, imagine that hypersonic missile armed with a nuclear warhead. The implications are staggering. Welcome to the 21st century, where the battleground extends beyond physical borders and into the digital realm. Today, the most significant threat to nuclear security might not come from a rogue state or a terrorist organization, but from a single individual, a hacker sitting behind a computer screen, armed with nothing more than lines of code. The increasing reliance on computers and networks to control and command nuclear arsenals has created a new vector for attack, one that knows no physical boundaries and requires nothing more than a sophisticated understanding of software vulnerabilities. Imagine a scenario where a hacker gains access to a nation's nuclear command and control system. They could potentially seize control of nuclear launch codes, disable early warning systems, or even initiate a false alarm, triggering a catastrophic chain of events. The potential consequences of a successful cyber attack on a nuclear weapons system are almost too terrifying to contemplate. It could lead to the unauthorized launch of a nuclear weapon, the accidental detonation of a warhead, or even a full-scale nuclear exchange triggered by a cascade of false alarms and misinterpretations. The future of warfare is here. Nuclear weapons are no longer just relics of the past, they are evolving, becoming smarter, faster, and deadlier. As nations continue to push the limits of technology, seeking the ultimate weapon, one question remains: are we prepared for what's coming? The evolution of nuclear weapons presents us with a profound paradox. On the one hand, the increasing precision and control offered by modern technology might lead some to believe that these weapons can be managed, that their use can be contained, that they can serve as a deterrent without ever being unleashed. But this line of thinking is dangerous, a dangerous illusion.